Well, hello everybody, welcome back to another trading routine session. My name is Alexander Nikitin. I am a professional trader and a developer of pattern search software. Guys, if you are new, what I'm doing here, I'm looking at some good opportunities that I have on my radar, as well as I explain some aspects of technical analysis and psychology of trading and blah blah blah. And I also share with you my knowledge, some tips of how I came to that realization of my indicators, how I have created them, how I use them. Some tips also are shown here as well, and how I actually do that management of my trades, how I actually manage my drawdowns, how I many things how I actually look at this. Euro Aussie seems to me to be a touch and reverse trading opportunity. Okay, I just deviated, was watching this, what I was talking about. If you are following me for a while, then I want to say thank you for your thumbs ups. The first opportunity is Euro Dollar 4 hour. So this is the entry, stop loss, target 1, target 2, and you can see them being lower than the original ones because we did a target adjustment. It is done this way. Fibonacci should be restretched and new levels are placed. This is done automatically by Pattern Trade Assistant because I can't sit in front of my computer and looking for this going lower and lower and lower and restretching the fibs. So I can't do that. That's why I have created the Pattern Trade Assistant. The Pattern Trade Assistant also calculates my positions. It opens the trade. It also breaks even the position when the first target is hit. So it is very handy tool that allows me to set the trade and forget about it. The rest is taken by the Pattern Trade Assistant. Absolutely doing nothing. No trade management is needed if you have Pattern Trade Assistant. And good news for you, it is given for my customers for free. No matter what software you purchase, manual HPS2 or automatic HPS or monster pattern search, the Pattern Trade Assistant is given as a bonus. Let's continue then. By the way, if you are trading harmonic pattern strategies, the harmonic pattern strategy do not have the trade management, the target adjustment. That's why you need to disable that in target adjustment. So do not mix the two approaches. Harmonic trading does not restretch it, does not adjust in targets. It just sets them as they are, and because they use the more conservative way of trading, they win because of the conservative entry. But if you use aggressive way, you are to adjust the targets like this. Do not mix the two approaches. Let's go next. Pound New Zealand, the trading opportunity if you are in advanced pattern trading and if you have that found with your automatic scanner, automatic HPS. With automatic HPS, 90% true works better. So if you have found that with automatic HPS, you should have the 90% true. If you found that manually with my technique of swing identification, if you don't know what is my technique of swing identification, this is this. Go to my video. It is called the secret to swing identification. You can find on my channel. So I will drop the link in the description, so you just click and watch it. 24 minutes of explanation for you for free. If you use my swing identification technique, then nothing wrong with that. If the price goes once again and another, it is structure-based trade. So if resistance holds, it will hold. Okay, so New Zealand dollar. I was hoping this trade will bring me either profits or losses yesterday because of New Zealand bank rate decision, but nothing happened. No erratic movements, nothing. Look at this. You can enter that market depending on your rules. If you say that the violation of the X point should not be even 1 pip, then it shouldn't be. But if you say with your rules that it shouldn't close below you can obviously see here that we have a reaction of this spike, spike, spike. They are showing the signs of support, good signs of support at this level. I can show you being that support, resistance, resistance, support, and now it should be a support as well, but it can spike that through, hit the stop loss, and then reverse and go high. So to my rules, nothing wrong with that support. If I would see this kind of situation, and for example, I'm not in this trade yet, if I see this kind of situation, I would enter the market, and it would give me a better entry than the initial one. 80 pips versus 37, pretty good. Okay, let's go next. Euro New Zealand. Euro New Zealand, pretty good level of resistance. No target adjustment, yes, because we didn't have that order triggered. Pattern Trade Assistant, by the way, Pattern Trade Assistant only deals with open orders. It doesn't deal with limit orders. Aussie Yen, this is the next trade. It is a godly pattern. Did you see my stop loss? Yes, yes. Pound New Zealand, yes. Okay, Aussie Yen, a godly pattern. The entry, stop loss, take profit 1, take profit 2. Fibonacci didn't trigger yet. It may start from here, pretty simple. Look at this consolidation, look at the spikes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and look at this level of resistance, being support as well. It may start from here, and nothing wrong with that if it does this. I want it to go lower because I want a better risk to reward. This is the only reason, but the overall bullish trend says that it may start from whatever level. Okay, pound Aussie 1 hour. Pound Aussie 1 hour. Entry, stop loss 1, stop loss 2. Let me move them this way. From here to here. Oh, okay, let it be this way. It didn't move. If it triggers, then it triggers. If it doesn't trigger, then it doesn't trigger. If you have found that trade with automatic scanner, that makes sure that this spike didn't hit 90% level. If it did hit, then you should stay away from that, because with automatic scanner, 90% rule increases the probabilities. Okay, so this is the Aussie Canadian 4 hour. I had this being a winner, target 1 is hit. I am break even on this trade. Look at here, 17. When I say break even, it means that after the first target is hit, I close half of the position, and then I break even the rest. I move the stop loss of the second position to take profit, of the second half to take profit. And as it typically goes with godlies and butterflies, after it completes, we typically have a cipher pattern formation because of this 127 completion of the butterfly and 127 completion of the godly. This installs the cipher formation for us. Typically we have this conjunction, and if it hits the target 1, we automatically have the cipher formation, potential cipher formation, but it should be tested. It should be checked before. Not all the butterflies turn into cipher, even if they are winners. Not all of them, because the B point requirement and C point requirement, they are specific for cipher and sensitive to candle closes. If you guys don't know the rules for advanced patterns, you are welcome to visit my website www.ps-software.net. click that learn the patterns. Want to trade harmonic patterns? You are welcome, click on whatever. Want to trade advanced patterns? You are welcome as well, click on whatever pattern and get the detailed explanation. So you have the identification rule, trade execution rule, and trade management rules. Let's go next. Let me close this. I don't need it. Dollar Canadian just triggered the pattern. I did restretch the fibs. Okay, the adjustment is done. So now we have a potential butterfly. The entry, stop loss, take profit 1, take profit 2. If you have this on your radar as well, you are welcome to join. And this is the Euro Aussie, the one that caught my attention in the beginning of this video. Well, pretty decent reaction at this level. This one and this looks like a good resistance level that previously been a support level. Okay, the butterfly entry, target, oh sorry, stop loss, target 1, target 2, and it was adjusted by pattern trade assistant. Well, that's it about my trades. As for my performance, as usual, in the end of the videos I show you the performance of my trading. Let me download that from my server, from the server of my broker, save a detailed report. The MT4 platform is connected to the server. You can see the server of my broker, and it downloads the history of trades. And I want this to be XLS. Replace the existing one, the one that I saved yesterday. Okay, I need to do some manipulations with this. First of all, let's have a quick look at the picture. Yesterday I broke this support level, and the support turns into resistance like this. So I actually almost hit the previous peaks, and I was as low as $900, and now I am slightly recovered that loss. So I am moving almost for 2 weeks. I'm moving sideways, and hope I will recover till the end of this week and go above this resistance level, break this resistance level. Okay, we don't need this picture anymore. You can see the number of profitable trades is 50%. That's not exactly correct. Why is it so? The simple reason for that is that MetaTrader has these things. Sometimes instead of zero trade I have it negative zero. You see that? Negative. That's because of slippage or some other stuff. Sometimes they are zero, sometimes they are negative. So if you guys know, when I have the only situation when I have a zero is this means that my first trade hit the first target, the second trade was stop loss moved to break even to the entry, and it didn't hit the second target but came back to the zero. But the overall pattern is a winner. It won the first target. I didn't have any loss here. That's why MetaTrader calculates it wrongly. So let me do the adjustments of that for you to have the precise numbers of the strategy performance. Go to this and I do some filter. So what I am to do, I am to find those zeros. What are those zeros? They start from this. 258 is obviously not the trade that I was placing. My largest loss, my smallest loss should be 7 somewhere. And these all are zero that accidentally turned into some minor losses. Okay, agree, starting from 0, ending 0, 2.58. Okay, and here you can see the smallest winner is around 6 and the smallest loser is around 7. Yes, so I think you agree with this. So what I am to do, I am to change those zeros into something different. Let it be 0.0001. slightly positive for this, for Excel to see that it was actually a winner. Hey, come on, what are you doing? Undo this operation. Okay, done. So they are zeros. Now I copied them. Okay, okay. So what else? I probably don't need cancelled trades. They shouldn't be calculated. Come on. Okay, so I'll just delete them as well. Now we should undo the filter. And we only have the trades that were not cancelled, and those that were negative now turned into those slightly positive. Now let's go to calculate this performance. First of all, the number of trades, 164. I am to divide it by 2 because I have 2 trades in one pattern. It should be divided by 2. So 82 patterns. Out of those 82 patterns, there were winners. How many winners? I am to count them. This is the formula. This is the range. Range is from N2 towards, let me see what is the range. Hey, come on. How can I see the range? The last line is 165. So this is the last line of that. Towards 165. And N, of course, N165. And within this range, I'm only interested for those that are more than 0. So the formula says count if within this range more than 0. So it will only count those that are more than 0. And the number of profitable trade is 100. It should divide them by 2 to see the number of profitable patterns. Okay, here's the number of profitable patterns. And it should be this. I am to, yes, replace them. Let it be here, the number of profitable trades here. But here I will calculate the percentage. It equals the number of profitable trades divided by total number of trades. So it is 61.58%. Okay, perfect. Done. 62%. Okay, nice. 61.59. And I am to calculate the average win and average loss. It is needed to be recalculated because those that were actually small losses, negative 0.0 something, they should be small winners instead. So should be calculated as small winners, and it will change the average risk reward. So to do that, I will do it this way. I will copy this, Control C, and I will paste it here, Control V. Done. So I have the same formula here, but instead of count F within this range more than 0, I should type сравнять. This means that let it find the average of those within this range that are more than 0. No need to divide by 2. Okay, the average profit trade is 24.65. It should be 65 here. Is 19, and yes, and it should be N2 to 65, 19. Okay, perfect. And let me copy the formula. For the loss trades, it will be looking almost the same. but it should be less than 0. Okay, 21, and let's find the average risk to reward. Average risk to reward ratio, it equals this divided minus, oh sorry, it equals this divided minus this. Why I do minus this? Because I don't want the average risk reward to be displayed as a negative number. Okay, done. So here are my my results. So number of profitable trades is 6159, number of lose, the average risk reward is 0.787, and that's okay until it stays within the numbers of my backtesting. The numbers of my backtesting says that on average this thing should be somewhere 58% on average. And we know about the statistical error of 3%, so I am pretty good if it is 3% more or 3% less. So 58 minus 3, it should be 55, and 58 plus 3, it should be 62. If it stays within this range of 55 to 62, then it exactly repeats the results of backtesting. Okay, and the average range of here should be 0.9. 0.9, that is based on my backtesting. So if it is 3% more plus 3%, it should be 0.92. I'm very pleased with that. And if it is 0.9 minus 3%, so if it stays 87, so I'm very pleased with that as well. So it stays within the range, within the statistical error, and nothing bad happens. So you should keep in mind the statistical error of 3%, because the more numbers you have, the better are your calculations, the more precise your calculations are. And with my backtesting, I had 11,000 of patterns totally calculated. And I had even more before that calculating them manually, and I have had even more after that calculating automatically on those patterns. So I know the overall accuracy that should be, and I know the overall risk reward to those patterns as well. So, but they are ideal because I have that enormous sample size. And here I have only 82 trades, so that's why I can have slight variations from those results that I had in backtesting. So this is pretty important when you know the results of backtesting, when you know how the strategy should perform, you know if it stays within the limits of your strategy, or you maybe have a drawdown that is not a natural drawdown of your strategy, but some drawdown that is caused by your psychological problems. Maybe you are forcing some trades, maybe you are closing targets earlier, maybe you're doing some manipulations that can I don't know, influence the overall performance. So, and that's very important. You should know the results of your real-time trading, you should know the results of your backtesting, and you should compare the both. Either you do everything okay or you do something wrong. As you can see, I'm doing everything okay. I'm not doing some mistakes. Maybe I do some mistakes, but they are minor. Sometimes I open the trades and then I realize, oh, I shouldn't stay in this trade, and I close this trade, and because of that I have a slight loss, maybe sometimes slight winner, but this as time goes by I have more and more trades, and those minor mistakes get lost within those overall sample of trades. Let me save it here. Okay, that's it for today. What I have 1000 back. It is pretty cool to stay above that 1k, some psychological number, and when I drop lower that gives me kind of discomfort, not that much discomfort to start looking for something, for some filters, for something to recover my drawdown, for something, but it stinks. Well, we all know that drawdowns aren't pleasant. Nothing pleasant with drawdowns. You're losing the money you have previously generated. But it is the nature of trading. If you don't have drawdowns, maybe you aren't trading, you are doing something else. Every trader has a drawdown. Okay, that's it for today. Hope you like this video. If so, give me a thumbs up. Share this video on social media. Go and I don't know, click on that follow button, click on that subscribe. Until then, good luck, good trading. Hope to see you soon.